So, in just a few moments' time, we're about to face our biggest game ever. The biggest game we've ever had as a club. No pressure. What's up, guys? ChasingLamely here with episode number 52. I think we're at 52. 52 sounds about right. Anyway, episode number 52 of Passport to Poland. Thank you very much for rejoining the channel for today's episode. Don't forget to hit them like and subscribe buttons for more content, because there will be much more content coming over the next few weeks. Today we're playing Red Bull Leipzig in our first game, and then we're playing the derby against Zaglebie, just to get things on the even keel. We need to finish off the group in style with the rematches against Leipzig and Aberdeen in the next episode. So, what have you missed? One game. One game is what you've missed. A 5-2 win against Raków, where I forgot to make any subs because I was busy watching Susie lose. Meltdown. I suspect, because I haven't actually, seen it yet because I recorded these episodes back to back, but I suspect the comments from yesterday are an absolute mess. But, we'll see. Anyway, a 5-2 win. Marcel Piaszczek got the opening goal after 4 minutes. He almost didn't play, actually, but he repaid my decision to use Shish as the under-22 player in the absence of Liss, rather than the left-back that's coming through. But either way, they got an equaliser. Akierov Wright got a goal on in the 35th minute. Keziah Sterling made it 3-1. Then he made it 4-1, and Simon Shish got a goal and made it 5-1, and then they got themselves a little you know what I'm trying to say, a consolation goal from Piaszczek. I'm already Englishing way too hard today. It's going to be fun. Right, we'll see what happens. But this is what's going on in today's game. Leipzig, as you would expect, are the favourites. They've pretty much qualified already, to be honest. I don't want to math it, but they're not far. They're 5 points clear of Aberdeen. Winning today will put them through. That's close enough. It'll work. Basically, Red Bull Leipzig are going through, which means we might get lucky when we play them the second time around. They're the favourites by a mile. They're top of the group. Our form is better, which is nice. Valdemar Liss is out with a calf strain until 3 weeks' time, so he might miss the rest of the competition, which is slightly worrying because the next game is 7 days away against Aberdeen. He'd definitely be back for that, so we've got to hope we can do well with what we've got. So the lineup today is Sherpen, Cruz, Gomez, Guay, Piaszczek, Finson, Longstaff, Magoma, Brown, Wright and Sterling, with Gaska, Belodi, McKecker and Daniliuc, Williams, Rico and Rossetti on the bench. Normally I wouldn't have had Gaska there, but desperately short of other options, to be honest. Shish played well in the last game, but I don't feel like I trust him to replace Izzy Brown. There's a whole bunch of rearranging I have to make anything else work. I could have put Bargel in there and rearranged for Magoma to go as the attacking midfielder. That, there's a bunch of options, but I'm going with what we've got. Izzy Brown is not fully match fit because he's barely played. So hopefully he will take this opportunity to actually turn on a performance and guarantee his place in the team for a little while longer. That would be really, really nice if he could do that. Let's have a look at the Red Bull Leipzig team, where we've got Timo Werner. He's going to be their striker, 25 caps for Germany. He's a beast. We know he's a beast. He's been doing this for a long time for Leipzig and Stuttgart. He's quick. He's dangerous. We're going to have to worry about him. We'll see what happens. They've also got Smith Rowe on the left-hand side, Emil Smith Rowe, former Arsenal player, who they've signed this year. I'm guessing for a lot of money. He's worth 56 million. They've spent 49 on him. So, nothing to worry about there. This guy, Hannes Wolf, Austrian international, worth 15 million, who's been with Leipzig for a while. He's been in the Red Bull system for quite a while, to be honest, including with Red Bull Leipzig. I know that's not how you pronounce it. It amused me. So go with it. Andrade, the right-hand side. Felix Carrera, who apparently is known as Andrade, played for Sheffield Wednesday before joining Red Bull Leipzig. So he's had an interesting career, and was with AZ Alkmaar before that. I mean, he's a Man City player. He's a Man City player on loan. Let's ignore him. Anyone else who looks impressive that we need to worry about? Tyler Adams, the American international. We come up against a lot of American internationals. This guy is at Southampton, or was at Southampton on loan. He's been at Leipzig for a while since leaving New York Red Bulls. What else have we got that we should worry about? This is their star player currently, Youssef Attal, an Algerian international who's currently wanted by... They're a Chinese team. Shanghai? Is Sipga Shanghai? It is. There we go. Wanted by Shanghai, who are currently managed by Hulk. So he's going to make a big money move. Sadly not for beginner. And this guy in goal, Peter Galaxy, he's been around forever. He's played for Liverpool and, yeah, everywhere. Started his career, his professional career in anger with Hereford United. How was that for a career progression? Start with Hereford, or play your first game for Hereford, having come through the Liverpool system. Tranmere, Hull, Salzburg, Leipzig. Like, what? Anyway, they look pretty good, don't they? They've got a pretty good side. We expect them to have a pretty good side. Anyone big names on the bench, no one who jumps out at me. So let's just hope we can get the job done today, which would be very, very nice. By get the job done, I mean snatch a draw at home. Coming to a good form on opponents to not. I think maybe, yeah, less than 100% focus will be in trouble. He's a fine player, but I've got some fine players too. I'm going to play him close attention. Are we happy with the Thierry Wright's performances as an advanced forward? I mean, yes. How much? Doesn't matter. 20. That's a 22 players answer. We've all done the 22 players answer before. Opposition instructions, by the way, I should set those because that's going to be quite important. Let's confirm those changes as soon as we can, please. Come on. There we go. Kick-off highlights. Never good in this year's game. I found Sherpen with a big ball forward to Magoma, who just hoofs it for a towel to chase down. Is Kaz Sterling going to get there? Probably not. I think I've seen a pointless kickoff highlight in ages. There's going to have been one in the last episode that I've forgotten about. A towel with a throw in. Adams has picked up the ball. Magoma in with the tackle though. He's feeling confident. Doesn't really do anything with the ball out to Sterling, unfortunately. But, you know, we'll see if we can get this ball back. Hadara to Matos. Ball all the way back to the keeper. And Thierry Wright's going to chase it down. Oh, I thought he was going to dally long enough to get his pocket picked. He didn't. And now Matos is going to hit us on the break. What can we do here? Maybe a tackle would be nice. Matty Longstaff actually did attempt a tackle. He failed, but he attempted it. And Smith Rowe with the cross to Attal. Attal at the back post. And Kjell Sherpen's had an absolute nightmare, flopping around like a salmon on a riverbank. Oh. I can't even explain that goalkeeping. I can't explain it. Smith Rowe puts the ball over. Attal has a pop. Sherpen throws himself around like he's trying to win a penalty. Oh, man has been watching too many Neymar videos. And he has just fluffed his lines there. We need to show some passion. Like I said, it's not like I thought we'd win the game. Marcel Piaszczek has got himself suspended for the next game. But I thought we'd give a better fight than, giving away a stupid goal early. And they've got themselves a goal kick now. Meccano has picked the ball. Karte playing triangles in their own box. That's how you know how little they think of us. They're playing triangles in their own box. And a ball over to Timo Werner, but Gueye has picked it up. Gueye plays it out to Piaszczek. Little balls into Izzy Brown now. Back to Gueye. What can Gueye do for us right now? Ball back to Igor Gomez. Alright, we're playing the little triangles. I guess we think we're as good as they are. Interesting choices. Piaszczek with a little tap inside. And now Magoma. Back to Gueye. Gueye needs to play it across the field, ideally. Not back. Not back. Right, Gomez. Let's start playing balls forward now. There's an idea. Right, Felipe Cruz picks it up as the game decides to have a little bit of a stutter for no good reason. Felipe Cruz, what can he do? Gets an early cross in. Oh, Keziah Sterling should have buried that. Should have absolutely buried that. Oh, he's let himself down a little bit there. That was absolutely on a plate. Felipe Cruz with the corner. Galaxy goes for the Hollywood save. And Keziah Sterling will be disappointed with that. He's got to be disappointed with that as a striker. You've got to put those away. Finson to Wolf. Well, Wolf has picked up the ball now. Wolf to Adams. Let's do some tackling, boys. Maybe a little bit of a tackling. Some tackling, no. Ball over the top, that's 2-0. Oh, Emile Smith Rowe. There is an argument that I've probably been a bit too ambitious with being positive. It's a bit late to drop it back now, I'll be honest. I'm not going to watch the replay again, as you can tell. But maybe we should have been looking at them on the break. We've got some good pace in our team, but you know, we're letting ourselves down a little bit here. We should be able to hold off a little bit. There is an argument, of course, that sitting back against Leipzig is a really awful idea. Magoma picks up the ball down the line for Keziah Sterling. Keziah Sterling beats his man, just. He's going to get tackled again. No, he's not. He's managed to get a ball away, but he's given it away. Would have been better off letting himself get tackled, and that Adams is running the ball back to the goalkeeper, and we're pointlessly chasing absolutely nothing. We're chasing shadows right now, which is not the way to play football. That is not ideal. Matos, what can we do here? Someone do something, anything. We've been absolutely stretched beyond any recognition already. They're all over us, which was to be expected, but by the same token, I thought we'd put up a fight for a little bit longer than we have. I thought like maybe we could just keep it down to a 1-0. Our defence has been fairly solid this season, but I think this is going to send us out of the competition, which is disappointing. I mean, we'll play the last 2 games because it's fun to see us in Europe, but Timo Werner gets his hat-trick, and now I've got to go full-out, utter attack mode, because that's the only way we're going to get anything out of this game. And I say the only way we're going to get anything out of this game because we're probably going to get nothing out of this game. There really does need to be a "you've been utter crap" shout. Timo Werner in there, nice and easy, was never going to miss that. And we are just being outclassed by a significantly better team at this point. There's nothing I can really do tactically to change things either, if I'm honest. Like I feel like there should be, but what was the point of that? Was awful. That was awful. There's going to be rage coming. The rage mode is going to come out. Longstaff, ball to Finson. Finson with a big ball over the top to Felipe Cruz, who's hopefully chasing it through, and he is. If he can get himself in a good position, maybe we can get one back. He's got one back himself. I thought he was going to go for the cross. He didn't need to. He's buried that. Going attacking has done the job. I was just considering switching to a formation with wingers too, but Felipe Cruz decides that he is going to just go for it, and he's done a brilliant job here, picking it up wide, cuts inside, all the space in the world, puts it away, and repaying my faith now. I've actually extended his loan again, so he'll be here for next season as well, which I feel pretty good about, but we still got to get something out of this game. Let's do an encourage shout, because we're getting ourselves back into the game. That's the plan. Matty Longstaff is having an absolute nightmare, and our centre-halves are desperate against our centre-half. Our entire defence is desperate against our centre-half. Felipe Cruz, ball over to Gueye. Gueye gets gets the second goal for the team, his second goal of the season. We might be fighting back, boys. We might be fighting back. That's a concern. Just when you think we're about to get murdered. Good ball in from Cruz, good finish from Gueye with the head, and they're going to try and convince us it was offside. It was nowhere near offside. Gueye just timed his run perfectly. That's spot on. Let's encourage the boys again and see if we can get a third goal out of them. Matty Longstaff, though, he's going to have to really buck his ideas up. He's going to get actually yelled at half-time. Sympathise with the team, yes, but Matty Longstaff, you have been atrocious. Let's get aggressive. I'm just not happy about the mistake you made today. He looks stressed. Well, don't make mistakes. It's a simple process. You guys, you need to calm down. Where is the calm down button? There we go. Don't get any more yellow cards, please. Hand that over. Let's see what happens. Second half, if Matty Longstaff throws a strop and actually gets worse, then I might have to take him off. We're going to encourage the boys again, because see if they can remember how to, progress as a team. We're doing okay. 3-2 is better than I expected. Matty Longstaff is going to continue just having an absolute nightmare. He's going to come off because I cannot have a passenger in the team against a team this good. There is an argument actually that Danilic is the right choice there, because then I can put Finson up into the midfield. That should work out nicely. Sterling and Magoma are the next ones vulnerable, although in fairness we've already got a fine for getting bookings all over the shop, so let's just enjoy it. Wish says Denilic is a centre half when I ring him on, but he's not centre half material. I think he's like 5'8" as well. Oh, he's only 6'1". All right, he is a fully grown man. That's okay. Let's take Paris Magoma off. Let's send once we send Alex Rico on. It's a curious choice. I'm going to send McEachran on because I know he can do a job. Kaz Sterling needs to really think about his life choices because I'm going to need to see something from him very, very shortly, or he will come off and I will risk sending Rossetti on. Well, actually, to be fair to him, maybe there is a solution. Maybe there's a solution. We will go to the wingers. Wingers are always a strong move. Right there, and I have to remember which way around these guys go best as wingers. That way. That's the answer. I feel like this is all backwards. What have we got that you can do? Let's have a think. That's probably safer. Probably a little bit safer. We'll see what we can do. Right. We do have one more sub, obviously. We can bring on a winger for Sterling if we need to. Emil Smith-Rowe has picked up a knock, which is good kicking, boys. Good kicking. Let's just beat them up. Timo Werner has already scored once. We know he's already scored once. Let's do that sub because, you know... See if Damien Gasker can be the hero again. Why not? Well, that didn't do what I wanted. Oh, wait, it did because Akira Wright's the guy not performing now. Alright. Well, in for a penny. It's going to be such a mistake. He'll either score or he's going to absolutely let me down. You guys know by now I don't trust Rossetti, but I don't have any other options registered. Atal's got himself a corner. Ball in. Let's get rid of it, boys. Gomez gets rid. Brown picks it up. Has he got the legs to get himself somewhere? He hasn't, but he's pinged it down the line to absolutely nobody. Rossetti's not going to get there at all because I don't trust him. Matos plays it back to Galaxy, and now we've got a chance to maybe win it back in the air. We have Denilic in his defensive midfield role to Brown. What can Izzy Brown do? He's got the options. He just let himself get tackled. Could have just laid that off. Felipe would have been through there as well. Timo Werner is going to just score this. Oh, Kjell Sherpen doing a job for us. What a hero. Let's do a get creativity type spam. Because in fact, let's do a show some passion spam. Why not? Show some passion. They're all fired up. Rossetti needs to get himself a goal here. That would be outstanding work. But he's not going to. That's going to go to a 3-2 loss, which is desperately disappointing. And I think it's safe to say that the group is done now. I mean, Leipzig are 8 points clear with 2 games to play. Through. Done. Club Brugge just need to beat Aberdeen, I guess, because you'd hope Leipzig would beat them. We need to get 2 wins and hope they cannot pick up any points, which is going to be a challenge. We'll see how that goes, but we're going to play Zaglebie Lubin in the next game because they are our rivals. This guy Bacardi, I wouldn't expect him to become a first teamer immediately. He's a youngster, but we'll see if we can maybe repeat or continue our league form, because that will be important. We showed a commitment and willingness to fight for the shirt. We're pretty heavily beaten. Well, I thought we were going to take something from it. He was in good form, but there we go. Right, let's come back for the Lubin game in just a moment. So here we are for match number 2, the Zaglebie derby, our big derby of the season. We're playing them at home. We're currently sitting 9th in the extra class. It's the first league game we've done in a while, I seem to remember. We currently have 5 games in hand over leaders Lecce and 6 games in hand over Gornik. This, of course, is one of our games in hand. A win today would take us to 6th in the table, which is good, but also worth bearing in mind we're only 11 points behind with essentially, 18 in our pocket. So, you know, theoretically we could be 7 points clear if we win all the games we have in hand. I'm just saying 7 points clear would be monstrous. We are, of course, the favourites. Today's lineup, because obviously we still have Valdemar List missing. is going to be Sherpen, Cruz, Gomez, Guay, Piaszek, Finson, Longstaff, Shish, Magoma, Wright and Sterling with Gaska, Balodi, McEachran and Danilic, Williams, Rico, Brown, Rossetti and Delatka on the bench. So fairly business as usual. Actually, no, I've just thought about that in my head. That means I've got way too many right backs on the bench. That'll work because Danilic can play almost anywhere. So we'll just presume Delatka's a left back for today. It'll be fine. It'll all work out. I think. Hopefully, we'll see. Form, like I said, has been going well. We are 10 or 11 unbeaten in the league. We're just on a tear. Kazaya Sterling, I guess that means he's our top scorer. He is our top goal scorer, 17 goals this season. I don't know what Kerry Wright's had in terms of goals this season, but usually he is leading the way. In fact, let's find out because I can just click on him and it will tell us. He's only had 13 goals this season, which is a very poor return for him. He is currently wanted by Mainz, so if they can put in a good bid for him, could happen because John Davis is returning at the end of the year too, and he's had a stormer in the MLS. So that's a thing. In terms of their team, they've got Stasinski, who we know he's been there forever. He's been there the entire save so far. 8 years at the club, 41 goals. We know he's dangerous. He's also aging though. He was worth a lot more when we first played him. Their top goal scorer, joint top goal scorer, has 4 goals. Jodrek and Novak are the top goal scorers, both with 4 goals, so they're dangerous. And yeah, nothing big stepping out. Lewis Rocha, I don't think we've come up against before. Maybe we have. And I've just forgotten. Looks like I've just forgotten. Anyone else there who looks like they're new? Mateus, I think we've come up against before. Most of this team, I think, have been there for a while. There's no one big stepping out as stars that I should worry about. Okonkwo, of course, used to play for us. He was our 5th or 6th, maybe 7th choice goalkeeper. He's on their bench today. So if they get an injury to their keeper, he can come on. Anyone else who's formerly of us? I don't think so, unless Dajinski was with us. He wasn't. Yeah, so just the one ex-player to worry about, and he's a goalkeeper, so it probably won't affect the game too much. Let's hand that over to the assistant, and because for some reason it seems to work quite nicely given the old opposition instructions, I might just tell the assistant to have this as a responsibility, in fact, because I think that's going to be a thing we do regularly going forward, because it seems to improve our performances. Who knew preparing for the opposition would improve performances? Unbelievable. Right, let's see if we can do a number on Zaglebie, shall we? It will be very nice. Finson is not as fit as I'd liked him to be starting the game, but it's fine. Rico can replace him quite comfortably. Opening 5 and nothing's happened. We've not even really had possession of the ball, which is somewhat concerning. Let's get creative, see if that helps. We have had our first couple of shots on goal. One of them was even on target, and now we're going to get creative as Kabovnik takes the throw in to Stasinski, who we know is good. Back to Kabovnik. What can Kabovnik do? To Slish. I feel like Slish is a guy that played for us. I don't know why. The name seems really familiar. Or he scored against us. But I remember the name, which worries me. Droshek has picked it up. We know he's dangerous. He's had 4 goals this season. Almost made it 5, but Kjell Sherpen does not have time for that. This might be Kjell Sherpen's last season at the club as well. Either Ajax are going to want him for the first team because he's turned into a very good keeper, as you can see, because that won't go away. Or we've got the young American lad coming through who probably needs the time to develop and could turn into a far, far better keeper, I think, than Sherpen long term. I'm just sort of waiting for the right time to bring him in as that first choice. The keeper Wilson, of course, is the guy I'm referring to. And I've got a couple of good youngsters beyond him too, so we've got a lot of young keepers. We may not need Kjell Sherpen much longer, is what I'm kind of saying. Which would be good, because if I've got a regular goalkeeper playing who's under 23, or under 22, sorry, that will lead to more spaces for first team outfielders. Finson picking the pocket of Lewis Rocha though, and he's going to have a go. What can he do? Plays in a Kerry Wright who's been brought down. That's got to be a pen and probably a red card, because he'd have been clean through on goal. If that's a penalty, that's a red, surely. Surely that's a red. He's just had a booking. He's got lucky there. Akira Wright needs to score this penalty, because otherwise he will suffer. Akira Wright buries it. Perfect job. He's back on penalty scoring form, which is what we like to see. That's his 14th goal of the season. So things looking pretty good for us. Yeah, there's a replay of the penalty because they don't all look roughly the same when you score them. And there we go, we are 1-0 up, and let's get creative and see if we can get that second goal, move ourselves into a better position. We're currently sitting 6th in the table with a plus 16 goal difference, which is not bad for a team with 5 games in the pocket too. Ball out, but Felipe Cruz will pick those up all day if there's no one there to bother him. He's been tackled though by Drozjek, which is not helpful, and now he needs to defend, which is not his strong suit. Drozjek plays a big ball forward to Novak. Novak 1-on-1 with Sherpen. Sherpen doesn't do the dying salmon again and manages to actually save it. And Magoma looking like he needs to buck his ideas up a little bit. He's not usually playing there, so I can let him off a little bit. It's not his natural position. But unfortunately, I had to use Simon Shish, which means Magoma had to move forward, which is fine for now. Obviously, if Liss had been available, Shish wouldn't be in the team. Magoma would be in central midfield. We'd all be back to business as normal. But, you know, these things happen. They're trying to hit us on the counter-attack. Well, that feels unwise, doesn't it? Because there's a lot of pace in our team, because we're not much good at anything else. So I've just built a team of players who are fast, because that was my best option. Shish is having a bad game. Magoma's having a bad game. There's going to be a whole bunch of things happening now. Right, let's take Shish off, and we're going to send on Delatka, because Felipe Cruz is tired. I'm going to make a triple sub. I think that's going to be the plan. In fact, let's not do that. Let's not shoot ourselves in the foot. Felipe Cruz is tired. He can make room for Izzy Brown. Izzy Brown or Gasker? It feels like it's time I trusted Izzy Brown, but you know, Gasker. I know in my head, I know he's not as good as Izzy Brown. I know he's nowhere near as good as Izzy Brown. But I also know I trust him because he's been around the club on and off the whole time I've been here. There was a reason I brought him back, because I knew I could trust him. Put Izzy Brown on in midfield, why not? But yeah, it was, you know, it's weird when you have this attachment to a player you know isn't really good enough, but you'll make room for him. That was an awful throw from Delatka. It's got to be said, but that's going to fall to Izzy Brown, and now Finson has picked it up. Brown, ball through to Piaszczek. Is Piaszczek going to have a shot? He is, and Hladen has tipped it over the bar to deny Piaszczek. Piaszczek must be the highest scoring fullback in this league by miles now. I think he's had 5 goals this year. Gasker with a corner. Doesn't really go any of it. Delatka's picked it up deep into Longstaff. Longstaff might have a shot, but doesn't decide to pull the trigger. Kind of holding back more than I'd like him to. I'll be honest, Delatka needs to not give that away. That's fine. It's fine. What's the worst that can happen? It's 1-0. Let's get creative again and see if we can get a second goal. How many goals has Piaszczek had this season is the big question. I'll find out after the game, because it won't tell me on there. But I've got a feeling he must be on 5 or 6 for the season. Piaszczek loves to pick up a booking, though. I need to calm him down a lot. Man needs to, I don't know, get a girlfriend or start smoking weed or something, because he is angry, very, very angry. So we'll see. We'll see if we can find a way to calm him down. Hladen's getting closed down. Kasiah Sterling just goes, do you know what, mate? If you're going to hang around, we'll have a go. Obviously got scared by Sterling and Wright just charging him down like he owed them money. Yeah, Sterling does a pretty good job of picking the pocket and finishing it. Lewis Rocha should never have made this back pass. I mean, either one of those guys could have taken the ball off him and finished that. I mean, actually, it was still technically 1-on-1, so Wright would have put it into Germany. Izzy Brown's just been sent off. Hasn't he? No, it's just a yellow card. I was going to say, doesn't usually show you the yellow card unless it's going to be followed by a straight red. That's got to be offside, surely. Surely Sliss is offside there. We don't even need to see that replay, do we? Do we need to see the replay? I didn't think we did. It was going to show us anyway, but half their team are offside there. Come on, be serious. If you need a VAR to make that decision, you shouldn't be refereeing. Anyway, so that's going to be a 2-0 win, maybe a 3-0 win, because Akira Wright's going to have a pop. Oh, just wide. Just wide. We know he can hit him from there too. He's had a few goals from there. Fired them up with some praise. That's what we like to see. Let's see the game out, and this one should be in the books as a 2-0 win, and we are 6th in the table, which is a nice place to be. Let's have a quick check of Piaszczek. How many goals this season? He's had 4 goals this season in all competitions, which is still a very good return for a left-back. Right, into the dressing room. Let's say good things. We did say good things. Nice. Right, we're going to pretty much call it an episode. Once we've gone through the mailbox, see what happens. Pronk, we made Cruz look good. It's an opinion. Post-match press conference, let's see what's going to happen. We're heading in the right direction, of course we are. Are we happy with Felipe Cruz's performance? Absolutely. Głowiankowski's poor form while on loan at Poznan. I mean, I'd like him to be on better form. He needs to improve. Despite having one of the lowest average net transfer outlays, you're performing remarkably well this season. Do you think spending is overrated? I'm just going to be as neutral as possible on that one because, you know, we're in a league that's a selling league. Leisure have been the surprise story for all the wrong reasons, as they are in considerable turmoil. Well, let's be honest, they're going to return. They've won the title twice in a row. We're 13 unbeaten in the league, which is just filth. That's filth. It appears Slask might be capable of launching a title challenge after all. Yeah, I'd say so, because there's still 5 games in our pocket apparently, and that, quick math, is 15 points, which would take us to 44, continuing things as they're going, and we'd still be 7 points clear. Maybe 4 points clear, depending how Lecce do in their game in hand. But yeah, Legia Warsaw are having an absolute mare. Their gaffer's going to get himself fired if he keeps that up. Although they've got 4 games in their pocket as well, so they could still come up and join us in the top 2. Not an issue. Let's look at the club vision. Just have a quick look, see how we're doing. Hopefully the board aren't unhappy. We are pleased finally with the idea we might finish in the top. They've been unhappy in various shades of red for most of the season because they don't seem to understand that we've also played half the games of everyone else. But they're okay, they're happy, and we should have some money in the bank as well. We've got just shy of 5 million, although the projection is for that to go badly. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, let's leave it there, and rejoin me tomorrow because I know it's Saturday, but we're going to do a Saturday special episode where we're going to play Leipzig and we're going to play Aberdeen, and we're going to round off the Europa League 2 group stage. Hopefully take the outside chance of getting ourselves through it, but you know, let's not put too much hope on it. But I want to get it out of the way, and also it means I can send out tweets about the episode using the hashtag Bundesliga while the Bundesliga is playing, because channel growth. See, it's been a clickbaity week, but we'll see if it does anything. Right, until next time, guys. Socials are below. Like and subscribe there. I'm ChasingLamely, and until next time, have a good one.